Hi everyone, it's Mark here again. I'm the founder and director of the Arts and Culture Network, and I'm joined again today by Sven from Ethereal. Sven is a full member of our gang and is a 3D visualization expert with a bit of virtual reality thrown in. Sven, thank you so much for joining me again today.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me to speak.
It's my pleasure. You're in Malta, aren't you, I think?
I am in Malta, yes.
Yeah, great. What I wanted to do for this one is to do a bit of a deeper dive into the work that you do in our sector. And so I thought I'd share the screen and we'll just have a look. I know there's some work on the website that I love. And I know it's not particularly recent and you're going to be adding some more soon, but I thought that might be a really good way of introducing people to the work that you do. Sure. And you can tell us the background, the client, what was needed, where was it, what was it for? So I'm just going to share my screen so that everyone can see that. There we go. You should be able to see that now. So this one is on your website as EvoCube Showroom.
Yeah.
Before I open up the images, do you want to tell us a little bit about the project?
Yeah, this is one that I actually particularly enjoyed because I love bringing environments to life. But the client was a gentleman called Peter Benson, who is an inventor / designer, and he created this patented cube. I'm not entirely sure how to explain it, but it deals with almost like a mechanical Lego concept for furniture and construction. And this was just a representation of some of the furniture he's designed.
Okay.
And to bring it to digital life somewhat.
Brilliant. It's a first-person real-time walkthrough of the imaginary showroom showcasing EvoCube's furniture concept for PA Benson and EvoCube. So let's have a look. And I know you're working on a virtual solution.
That never actually materialized yet.
Okay.
One day.
So in future, I gather once you've created this digital space, the opportunities are endless almost then, because you can walk around, see things from different angles, and really immerse yourself in the space on a screen before anybody gets to work doing anything.
Yeah.
What was that? I think Disney started doing something similar. Was it called Deep Canvas or something, where I think it was for the Tarzan movie. It was the first time they used it, and it was a sort of venture into digital animation, and the way that somebody explained it to me was that the tree that you can see there in the Tarzan movie, the back of it that you can't see is in the file, right? So the camera, when the camera goes around that, the file knows that it's there. So rather completely immersive. It's fantastic. Now this looks great. So this was an example. This was to bring to life the imagery of their furniture concept. Yeah,
pretty much. And I managed to sneak in some of my artwork at the back there. But
that's brilliant. That's yours, is it?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
I love it. I didn't realize that was your work. So that's great. So I imagine it's a kind of modular thing.
Yeah, it's just a collection of 3D objects. At the time, this was just images rendered as 2D, but there's a 3D version on the web somewhere. I've lost the files, but you can walk through it in the browser, and then now these days you can build it in VR and fully immerse and interact with the objects should you wish to.
That's great. It looks great. And we were talking earlier about my wife as a hobby used SketchUp to bring our own property refurb to life, and it was it makes life so much easier for contractors and decorators and designers, because they can see what you have in mind. It's not stuck in your head. So that's great.
Yeah.
No, that's great, and I love your work there as well. Was there anything else on here that I could look at that would be an example?
If you go to the project section, there's a variety of. I like to get my hands buried in different things, but the one called Egg in the top left, I had some fun with as well.
Okay,
That's,
because it's not just spaces, is it? It's
yeah, it's just objects, and I don't generally do character things, but a friend of mine had at the time he was a 5-year-old boy, and he did that painting on the top left. And then my friend asked if we could again bring that painting to life of the robot. So I kind of modeled it in 3D, and we got it 3D printed.
and you did your own version of you must have done your own version of
yeah, I had to sort of imagine
canvas, because you had to assume what the back was going to be.
Yeah, I had no idea what was going on in the back, so I sort of riffed on that one.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's clever. And there he is with his model.
Yeah,
That's great. That's fantastic. So brilliant. So as a member of our network, Sven, who would be really good contacts for you?
and anyone who has a space that they're trying to envisage. I can never say that word properly.
That's unfortunate, given your
pardon?
That's unfortunate given your profession.
Yeah, exactly. I always stumble on that one. Yeah, well, something like this particular project where you've got an object, and maybe you can scribble it on a napkin, but you don't know how to conceptualize it or bring it to life, or indeed make it a functional object, whether it's for prototyping or to actually use. So that's what I love doing.
I think I might have just changed your job title. 3D realization. It's not just visualization, is it? It's
potentially.
Yeah. For items and products. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great. Thank you, Sven, for so much for showing us around your website. I know you've got an update looming, so there'll be even more.
Yeah, I need to update that.
Yeah, that's great. So I'll make sure that the links to the work that you're doing and have done recently are available. So wherever this interview is found, there'll be links so people can track you down. But in the meantime, Sven, thank you so much for joining me, and thanks again for being a member of our gang.
Thank you very much. Okay.